Question we're asking today is whether smartphones will eventually replace professional cameras. This is especially for wedding photographers and filmmakers, especially here in South Africa. Let's get started. Before we start, thank you so much for watching the previous video and commenting. To those who haven't watched it, I'll put it up on the pop-up there or this side, and you can catch up on that video. And please also do subscribe if you are new to this channel. Please also like the video and comment, share your thoughts with me. If you want to skip through this video, then I'll give you the short answer, which is not yet, not in the next decade at least. So that's my answer. And then if you are interested and want to stay, here are my reasons below. I'll break it down in terms of pros and cons for the smartphone and against the smartphone, same for the professional camera. Number one, the biggest advantage of the smartphone is portability. The smartphone is very portable. It goes to your pocket. It's a click of a button and you have your camera or your video. That's it. Whereas with the professional camera, you have to have the camera and then you have to have the lens. On top of that, you have to have some accessories like mics, monitors and things like that. So rigs are a lot. I know for weddings, it takes time for us to balance gimbals and set up audio and things like that. So it does take a while. So cameras are not very portable. They are big as well in terms of size. You have to think about storing them and transporting them. With a smartphone, it's just here on your pocket. The second advantage to a smartphone is convenience. So with convenience, there are a couple of points I'm going to list. Number one, with the smartphone, it's a matter of you just point and shoot. You open your camera, you click and shoot, and it's that quick. Number two, with smartphones, it's easier to integrate it to social media, for example, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and the likes. You just save the video, you upload it, within minutes, it's up there. And then, whereas with the professional camera, once you shoot that, some of us shoot raw and log videos, you'll have to go convert that log and edit it in your program, which does take a lot of time, and a lot of people are not as patient. So smartphones are very convenient in that sense. Furthermore, on convenience, with smartphones you have lots of apps. You can put filters in there. I know a lot of ladies like this, and it smoothens your skin and boom, you upload it. With the camera, you'll have to maybe go to Photoshop, clean the blemishes, although the results becomes really nicer and more original and true to life than the smartphone. But smartphone is convenient. The third advantage of smartphones is the integration with apps and AI. So with smartphones, you can have an app that can make you look old. You can have an app that can take, maybe let's say, a photo of you at the beach and put you in an office, and make you look professional. So all these apps are easily available. You just go to your app store and boom, you have an app. And boom, you have your final image. Whereas with professional cameras, you still need to edit and manipulate things, which does take a lot of time. But the result is always of high quality and more true to life. So, and then the last advantage of smartphones is that they are much cheaper. So a smartphone generally costs about, let's say, 600 to 1,000, all the way to about 40,000 for your high-end smartphones like your iPhone Pro Max. Let's say they're 1 terabyte, so it's 40,000 plus. So compared to a camera, that can just be one camera without the lens, just the body alone. And then when you add lenses, when you add lighting, when you add cables, monitors, when you add tripods, when you add all bunch of accessories you need, like if you do videography, gimbals, drones and things like that, that can easily go to about 300,000. And professional gear is very expensive. In fact, it's one of the discouraging points about videography, especially if you don't make your money back. The equipment is very expensive, very, very expensive. You can buy a car with some of this equipment. So yeah, smartphones are much cheaper. With smartphones being cheaper and more accessible by the majority of people, when we shoot weddings, for example, you find that the relatives of the bride and groom and their friends and families, colleagues, they'll just take out their smartphones and their big tablets, block the cameras, and then just point and capture the moment, quick and easy, and they can easily share. Although the quality might not be as great as a professional camera, but it's quick, so, and it's cheaper to use than a professional camera. So that's one of the biggest advantages of a smartphone. Okay, now I know at this point you're probably thinking, oh, okay, so if these are all the advantages of a smartphone, then why do I need a professional camera? Which brings me to the advantages of a professional camera. So here are they. The biggest one is sensor size. Professional cameras generally have a bigger sense compared to smartphones. I think they say it's about 4 times bigger. Not sure, but yeah, it's much bigger. So, and the advantages of a bigger sensor is that the image quality is out of this world. You know, the bokeh, the pixels, everything, the quality. Even if you zoom in on a bigger screen or TV, it still looks good. So that's one of the advantages of a bigger sensor. The second advantage is in low light conditions at night, or where there's not enough light, you know, sunset, it'll take really beautiful images that are pleasing to the eye. Whereas some smartphones, you might find that the image starts to break apart and it doesn't look as good in low light because of a smaller sensor. So that's one of the big advantages. And the second pro to a professional camera, or a second advantage, is manual control. So with the professional camera, it gives you a lot of flexibility, you know, and it's very versatile when it comes to controlling the camera and the look you are going for. So you can control your depth of field, you can play with things like long exposure shots, and they still come out nice even at night. So that's a big part of manual control. It takes your creativity to the next level. So yeah, so that's one of the limitations for a smartphone when it comes to that. And then thirdly, one of the advantages of a professional camera is this: you have lens versatility. Professional cameras normally come with different kind of lenses, from zoom lenses, you know, telephoto lenses, to prime lenses, and all kinds of lenses. And each of these lenses, they have their own characters, their own advantages, and situations where you might use them for. And each lens, because it's built with high quality glass, so it's able to really give that beautiful bokeh that you can't fake with a smartphone. I know iPhone tries to put some fake bokeh in the background, but the one from such lenses, you know, is out of this world. So it's the bokeh you see in films and TV and so on. It's quite professional. So that's one of the big advantages of a professional camera: the versatility and the interchangeability of lenses. And then the last advantage to professional cameras is battery life. With professional cameras, you have like V-mount batteries, for example, which can allow you to shoot the whole day. And if you're shooting podcasts, you can shoot with non-stop, as long as you have the space and the cameras has no record limit. Even when you're shooting a movie in a set, you can shoot the whole time, repeat the scenes as you go. Whereas with the smartphone, especially shooting high quality like 4K 60 frames per second, you will run out of battery and you need to charge the phone. Whereas with the professional camera, you just change the battery if it runs out, probably after 10 hours, and then you continue again. So that's one of the big advantages why you would use a professional camera in that setting. So with that said, I'm going to conclude like this: there's still a place for professional cameras. So if you're going to do client work, for example, weddings, commercial shoots, you know, ads for paying customers, big clients, movies or series, then definitely gonna want to use the professional cameras because of its versatility, manual control, and the image quality overall, and the advantages it provides. I don't think you see a lot of people shooting movies with smartphones. There are cases here as people utilizing smartphones because of their skills, but generally you'll see big cinema cameras shooting such. So for professional work, definitely you can use a professional camera. However, with that said, smartphones as well still do have a place. In my case, I use my smartphone as B-roll to my main cameras. So, and that footage, then I can, when I'm editing, I can match it with the camera. So it's very useful, especially the phone I use. It has high quality video, so it helps me a lot. Furthermore, when I go out with family on vacations and things like that, I just flip the smartphones and start shooting. So that's very useful to me. And like I said, it is an affordable option and it saves me a lot of time. For paying clients, definitely, I don't think they'll be happy with you just shooting them with your smartphone. So definitely invest in professional cameras. With that said, please do support Sizwe Photography, whether you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and so on, or whether you refer me to clients or book me. We are available. I'll put my details down below. You can also check our website. We've upgraded it. Looks good. It showcases all our portfolios and the previous work we've done. You'll find contact details and so on. So please check the website at www.sizwephotography.com. Moving to question number 2, just a subtopic to the main topic, which is wedding photography and filmmaking dead, especially in South Africa? The short answer is no. Wedding photography and filmmaking is not dead in South Africa. There's still a lot of weddings and a lot of clients still require beautiful and high quality videos and photos. Hence, that's why they're still booking us. However, with that said, I'm not going to be ignorant and ignore the fact that smartphones have come far, and I've seen how advanced they've become lately with AI integration, with their image quality. I mean, the iPhone right now has 3 lenses: a telephoto lens, a normal lens, and a wide lens, just like a professional camera would. And those lenses have improved so much, with so much precision, so much quality. So what matters most when it comes to this thing is the skill set. You can get really good footages and good photos with just your smartphone, and you can also get crappy videos and photos with the professional camera. So it really depends how you utilize those tools. So because the phone or the professional camera is just a tool, so you need to learn the skills behind the camera. So you need to know exposure, understand lighting. How does lighting affect the image overall? You need to understand focal lengths, if I'm close or if I'm far from the subject, camera movements, how should I move, stabilization. So there's a lot of things you need to edit to come up with the image. So if you have those skills, you can make any smartphone footage look good, and you can make any professional camera taken footage look good as well. So the most important thing is your skills. So if there's one thing to take from this video, is get upskilled. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the video. I hope you did get something out of this video, and if you do have questions or comments, please comment below, subscribe to the channel, and like the video. And I want to hear your thoughts on this as well. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next video. Peace.